Hello wonderful people, we are testing the Hollyland Lark 150. Together with me is Stephanie. Stephanie is a presenter with Love World Entertainment TV, a beautiful entertainment channel that is. The Hollyland Lark 150 comes with 2 transmitters and 1 receiver. I'm currently using one of the transmitters, but I'm using the onboard microphone. But Stephanie is using the second one, but with one of the lavalier microphone. So Stephanie, what do you think of this microphone?
Well, personally, specifications of microphones aren't really my concern. All I care about is good sound. But I know a few things about the Hollyland Lark 150, and these are the highlights. Portable wireless dual mic system, 2 clip-on microphones, 1 receiver, fast auto pairing, charging case, 3.5mm audio monitor output, anti-vibration, DSP noise cancellation, smart frequency selection, 2-way mute, easy to use, plug and play operation, 2 lavalier microphones plus windscreen, and of course, less than 5 milliseconds latency at almost 328 feet.
Well, Stephanie, I never expected that you could say so much about the technical specifications of this microphone.
Honestly, I surprised myself as well, but I love it. So.
Oh, that's awesome. So, why did you try an Indian accent?
Oh, okay, well, a lot of people think that I don't know how to do the Indian accent. I've spoken about this microphone and I love all the specifications. So we are going to go to the studio and find out how this microphone sounds. I guess I'm going to be using a lot of this microphone. Who knows? We'll watch out later.
That's beautiful.
I know.
Stephanie.
I shock myself as well.
Back to the studio. I will start with what I like about this mic, then I will talk about my dislike. While shooting the clip you just watched, close to us was a wedding reception. We could practically hear the music being played, but surprisingly, we still had a great audio. The sound from the onboard mic in this transmitter is great. I could hear the depth, way superior to the sound from the onboard mic on my Comica BoomX-U. And the lavalier mic sounds great as well. I am currently talking using one of the lavalier mic. The transmitters and the receiver is rechargeable. You get to recharge them using the charging case that also serves as your storage case. That makes this an awesome choice when you plan to go to a remote location. Putting your microphones in the case, they start to charge and will stop charging when they are fully charged. Once you remove the mics from the case, they assume you are ready to use them and they turn on by themselves and pair with the receiver. Putting them back in the case, they go off and resume charging if need be. That just makes usage very swift. You can manually turn on or turn off the units using the power button if you like. The mic is very small and lightweight. You shouldn't be bothered with payload if using a small gimbal. On the transmitters is 3.5mm mic port, the onboard mic, 2 LED indicator lights. One is the link indicator, letting you know the connection status of the transmitter to the receiver. The second light is the battery indicator light, which changes color from green down to red to let you know your battery status. And on the side is a power or mute button. On the receiver is a LED display screen showing the mode, battery level, audiometer, and more. Great to have a volume knob, feels like a control surface, each dedicated to the different mics, and you can see the particular decibel of your gain adjustment when turning your volume knob from -10 decibel to +10 decibel. On top of the knobs are 2 LED indicator lights, one is blue and the other is cyan. Without talking on the mics, that helps you to know which mic is going to the left channel and which mic is going to the right channel, as you can find corresponding colors on the transmitters. You can choose to use as a mono mic, especially if you don't plan to have a post-production, to ensure the 2 mics independently feeds all sound speakers, or use as a stereo mic if you plan to edit in post. Doing so, you have access to the sound of each mic and can treat them differently. Another reason I prefer stereo is that in post, I can cut and disable the other person when he or she is not talking to further reduce background noise. That's the exact technique I adopted in this recording. To switch mode, push and hold the left volume knob. For some reasons, you may like to change which mic goes to the left channel and which one goes to the right channel, and that is possible when you are recording in stereo mode. Just push and hold the right volume knob. On one side of the receiver is a 3.5mm line out, and on the other side is a power button and a dedicated 3.5mm headphone port. The charging case features a LED indicator light to let you know when the case is charging. Behind is a USB-C port to recharge the case. For distance, 100 meters is more than enough for how I use this kind of mics, and way more than the Rode Wireless Go. My most concern, however, is how it can penetrate through walls. I can have a presenter using the mic in the studio and the receiver is in the control room. Will there be signal interference is what I am mostly concerned with. This is a 2-story apartment. I'm currently on the top floor and my living room is on the ground floor. So I will walk down to the living room and we will check at what point I start losing signal. Let's go. Okay. Let's shut the door. I don't know if you can still hear me. We are walking down to the first floor. Okay. We are here on the first floor. I don't know if you can still hear me. Okay, let's walk to the ground floor. Can you still hear me? Can you still hear me at this point? Yes, now we're going back to the top floor where we have the studio. Here we are. Let's open the door. Yes, and we're back to the studio. You were here while I walked down to the ground floor. At what point did we lose signal at any point?
We lost the signal after when you are at the first floor. That was the last time we could hear you, but when you go down, you don't hear anything again.
Oh, so you heard me when I was on the first floor?
Yeah.
But was the signal constant?
Yes. No, it was not constant.
Oh, it was still fluctuating?
Yes, it was breaking.
It was breaking. What about when I stepped out from this door?
No, it was not breaking.
It was not breaking. Oh, so it means that we can have a presenter in the studio and have our control room behind a single wall. Yeah. Okay, so guys, you've heard that having multiple walls in between the transmitter and the receiver is not recommended. At most, just one wall. This mic transmits wirelessly via 2.4 GHz Wi-Fi band. It's therefore prone to more interference compared to a UHF system. Distance or results may vary slightly from one person to another, depending on interference from other Wi-Fi devices near you. However, with the smart frequency selection feature, this mic can select the best frequency possible that is free from interference. Now, what do I wish was done differently in this microphone? I really wished this was made of metal. Feels durable, but I broke the bed clip of the transmitter of my comical mic recently when trying to attach it to the bed of a guest. That made me wish if these compact systems can be made of metal like some of my bigger lavalier microphones. But the clip on the lavalier mic itself is metal, so I feel more comfortable that it won't break like one of my ceramic mic that has a plastic clip. And yes, it broke. Do I have a strong hand or what? Also, the volume adjustment on this microphone is not stepless. Seeing a knob looking this robust, I will expect that it's stepless like what's obtainable in an audio interface. Apart from this, a solid mic overall. beautifully designed with great sound. For the price, it's $329. To get a Rode Wireless Go together with a lavalier mic is $278, and that's just one receiver and one lavalier mic. To get a 2-person Rode Wireless Go, you are going to pay $463. That's about $133 more expensive, and you still don't get a charging case. What comes bundled with the Hollyland Lark 150 is a charging case, 2 transmitters with onboard mic, 2 lavalier mics, 1 stereo receiver, 2 foreign wind screens to further reduce possible wind noise, 3.5mm TROS cable, a soft pouch, and they come in a white pack. Personally, I will be keeping this mic, and it will serve as my primary lavalier mic till further notice. You've heard the sound, as this entire video was made using this mic. For me, sound is #1 reason to even consider buying a particular mic. You've also heard me talk about my likes and dislikes, also the price. If you think it sounds good enough, then it's a great choice to have this mic on set. That's how we end this video. If you like it, support us with a thumbs up and also subscribe, not forgetting to click the notification button. I'm Eman. Until I come your way next time, bye for now.